Will Allen, who joined the group back in the 1980s, stayed for 22 years, all the while filming the experience and the Speedo-wearing guru he worshipped. Here's a preview.
He was contemporary. He wasn't some little old man with a gray beard sitting in a dhoti. He was wearing Speedos and Ray-Bans, and he was dancing and he was doing, contemporary music.
He spoke 4 or 5 languages. He was amazingly humorous, witty.
Very playful, like a child. He could do something like, oh my God, I can't believe he just did that. He could dance, he was artistic, he was all those things we all wanted to be.
He was unlike anyone I'd ever met before. He encouraged me to drop all my ideas of what I thought I was supposed to be.
I finally felt like I was on the right path. I attended every meeting, every group outing we would take, and even went to Michelle's weekly individual hypnotherapy sessions called cleansings. I really felt like something important was happening in my life.
Eventually, Bliss gave way to scandals and allegations of brainwashing and worse. Will Allen left the group, made the film Holy Hell as a sort of cautionary tale. He joins me. This film is so fascinating. I mean, the fact that you were able to document this entire experience, and I urge anybody who's watching who hasn't seen it to watch this. When did you realize you were in a sect, a cult, some would call it? I mean, when did you realize you were kind of in over your head?
I realized I was over my head about 4 years into it.
4?
Yeah. But we used to laugh that we weren't a cult. And we used to read things like all the characteristics, and we would say, well, we have all those, but we're not that. So we kind of outsmarted ourselves, I would say. You know what I mean?
And initially, what was it about the master, as he liked to be called, that drew you? Because, clearly in the film, he starts to seem creepier and creepier as time goes by and as cosmetic surgery goes by. But what initially was the appeal?
Yeah, I came in earlier when he was younger, and he wasn't so odd-looking then. And he was entertaining, he was smart. He really seemed like he was coming from truth. Like there was a knowledge that he had that I wanted, that I didn't learn in school, that nobody taught me.
I don't want to give away too much of sort of what happens later on in the film, but it took you how long to finally
extricate?
Yeah, extricate yourself.
It wasn't until the end.
So we're talking
22 years. I was there for 22 years, half my life at the time.
And for people who don't, you had dedicated your life for 22 years to this man, to this group.
I lived with him for 18 years. That's a long time. I was with him every day, except those days I got to go visit my parents every year or two. I'm not going to give too much away because it is sort of the fascinating development of this film. But he's still out there. Yeah. There are people who are still following this man. There are, and they are like we were back then. They only believe what he says. Just like we weren't bad, they're not bad. It's just they're following this man who's lying to them and corrupt and has no integrity. I can say that safely. And he makes up his own rules. And they follow them and they kind of serve and protect him. And that's the dangerous thing, is that they protect him. It's incredibly eye-opening, and I hope everybody watches it. Will, thanks so much. Yeah, thank you, Anderson. We'll be right back. We are keeping an eye, of course, on Hurricane Hermine, the Category 1 storm that's expected to hit Florida's panhandle within a few hours. The governor of Florida warning that the storm surge alone is life-threatening. A hurricane has not made landfall in Florida since 2005. We'll keep watching as the storm progresses. That does it for us. Thanks for watching. The CNN film Holy Hell starts now.
This is CNN News Now. Hello, I'm Natalie Allen. Hurricane Hermine is expected to make landfall along the Florida coast in the next few hours. The Category 1 storm is already dumping heavy rain across the state. The governor has declared a state of emergency and mandatory evacuations are in effect for coastal communities. Forecasters are warning of dangerous flooding and an extremely high storm surge. Pro and anti-government protesters filled the streets of Caracas, Venezuela Thursday. The anti-government faction is demanding a recall referendum on removing President Nicolas Maduro from power. Government officials say the opposition really wants violence in the streets. Hillary Clinton is holding a lead over Donald Trump, but it's not what it used to be. A new CNN poll the Democratic's book planned convention used to increase internet access